Darrell Smith from Sydney, Australia. I live in Austria, have done for the last 20 years and working for BRP-Rotax. Prior to that I was racing for Drew Price Engineering, and they in turn were our distributor, and we were given the opportunity to go to the grand finals a couple of times, winning the first one in the Masters in Malaysia, which was a highlight of my career, and then the second year in South Africa, upon where Rotax asked me to come across and be the test and development driver. Yeah, the first one was in Puerto Rico, and we heard about Rotax, but we weren't heavily involved. So leading up to, after that Puerto Rican event, it was quite a buzz about Rotax and a different type of engine format, the whole culture, which was very exciting. To be part of it was unbelievable. It was like a mini Olympics, representing your country, representing your team, which we won the teams event as well. But to win the Masters was certainly, that was one of my highlights of my career, which put us on course for further testing, initially at that meeting, and then in turn for the full-time position of the test driver for Rotax. This has evolved immensely, to what we see now, to what we had back then. Literally you had to organise your own go-kart through, whether it be a dealer, distributor or the local importer. Rotax provided the engines, and it was up to us to give the best shot of what we had. So yes, you had your own kart, you knew the kart, you could do with what you want. Today, much different. We had, I think, 76 drivers back then. We're now well over 400 drivers. And so we have chassis people who are providing the chassis. Everyone's on the same equipment, same engine, same tyres, same chassis, and they have to really work it. So it's a real fine line to getting the maximum performance of what they can understand, but the cream will always rise to the top. The guys who are adaptable and willing to step out of their element, step out of their comfort zone and really embrace the opportunity of another piece of equipment and make the most of it. They're the guys that are going to be at the top. So, and as you can see how big this is now, different tracks, different locations. It's grown so much that we've had to look at locations from hotels to the amount of people that come to these events to the facility itself to cater for this. It's enormous, absolutely enormous. People just from every year that I talk to people, they want to represent their country and they feel it's as fair an opportunity for them to represent their country, but also to compete against the best drivers in the world, whether that be from another country or their own country. They feel as if they have that equal opportunity. Whereas some of the other events that you go to with your own equipment, different equipment that people can use, they can come here and play the game as even as anyone. So that's what they like. No, it's not. I mean, doing the technical support around the world, when I travel, everyone talks about the grand finals, trying to get there. So that's what we try to do, is support the customer to understand the product, to get the best out of the product. They in turn use it in their Max Challenge events to try and qualify for this event. And that's what it's all about every year. I think we do it better than anyone. It's definitely, it's a family, 100%, and it's such an emotional experience for everyone. Win, lose or draw, there's such a passion for it, and I think that's exciting for Rotax, and it puts hairs on your arms, It raises the level. So I think it's an outstanding experience just to be part of it, and it's a pleasure to be here.